Warning, this video is intended for audiences who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online.
3K.
Hey.
Hey, it's like Zangief always says, in Wreck-It Ralph, just because you're a bad guy doesn't mean you're a bad guy.
Oh my god. I was really like... The Zangief thing really threw me off, and then you said Zangief in Wreck-It Ralph, and I was like, what? Okay, yeah, sure, yeah. Everybody's favorite character, everybody's most notable character from the hit franchise Wreck-It Ralph, Zangief. No other thing that he's ever known for, nothing else.
Look, right? Look, sometimes it just takes a scam artist to scam another scam artist, right?
Sometimes it takes a grifter to grift a grifter.
Right?
Oh, Jesus.
That is our protagonist for this season. A character that all Japanese youth can look up to one day, right? Right? And based on current Japanese expectancy plan, hey, boy, hey, look, maybe some people are not in employment, education, or training, right?
He's, oh, God, this is such a... Why does this episode exist? It's such a fucking, this is like a episode 12 filler episode happening at episode fucking what, 41, 42?
42? Hey, look, you gotta get rid of... Maybe the writers had a bunch of filler episodes that they're trying to get out the way before we enter to the exciting final arc of the show, right? Only 8 more episodes. This is actually very important towards the end goal of the show, right?
All I know is William needs to get his shit together and come back, or there will be hell and blood to pay. Because every episode drains more of my life force. And this episode especially is incredibly draining. So on that note, also, hey, this seems like a great time for me to bring up fucking Supernatural. Why don't you go ahead and introduce this episode so I can tell you about Supernatural?
This is Avataro Sentai Donbrothers, episode 42. Off-putting family.
Yeah, that's great. Speaking of family, right?
It's always family.
Yeah, Supernatural.
It's like Vin Diesel always says.
Supernatural. We're down to the last, 12 episodes in Supernatural of the entire show.
Watch the Scooby-Doo episode?
We got to the Scooby-Doo episode. It's pretty fucking great. It's actually great.
Don't they try to hook up with
Dean definitely wants to bang Daphne. But also the Scooby Gang sees at least 3 absolute dead bodies, and Shaggy gets his arm broken.
What? Okay.
Yeah, that's a real thing. Like, they see like bisected bodies, like chopped up parts, which is great. That's cool and all. The last season, it turns out, so I've been thinking that it ended this year. It actually ended in 2020, or at least production ended in 2020. Supernatural predicted January 6th. Actually. Like, to the date. It predicted January 6th in 2020. There is a point, because we're at the point now, hey, so remember how I told you that the president got possessed by Lucifer and then bore the spawn of Satan child, whatever, and that was the whole thing? Yeah, but then he turned out the spawn of Satan was a good boy, and everybody loved him, and he was doing really well, and then he got tricked into going apeshit and he gets basically killed essentially thanks to the power of God, who is just a temperamental whiny writer, and also the weird piss shy guy from the movie Waiting. But yeah, so all that happens, and then flash forward to this season, after the Winchesters say, "Wow, God, you're a real bitch piece of shit. Why the fuck are you doing this to us?" God goes, "Hey, fuck you," don't tell me how to write my story, and then he just decides to just shit on everything and is actively just throwing a tantrum by like just throwing terrible things at them. And so he decides to break one of the brothers' like sense of hope by showing him the future. And wouldn't you know it, one of the times that he shows him is January 6th, 2021, where things are on fire and it's like, and riots are happening. And it's like, oh, yeah, the werewolves. And it's like, no, you accidentally predicted January 6th. You showed January 6th, 2021. That's January 6th. That is what it is. But anyway, now they're trying to kill God again, and they brought back the Archangel Michael, and maybe Jack, the spawn of Satan, will come back hopefully soon. But yeah, that's Supernatural. Anyway, back to this fucking bullshit. Hey, we're playing a con on a con man, who's so this is Con. But yeah, hey,
Mamori doesn't know what's going on. He's just doing his job.
Yeah.
I like all these other characters who don't have jobs, right? He's like, well, what the fuck is this? What is this? Boy, I know you're a high school girl, but hey, don't dress up like a high school girl, right?
Dress up like Jubilee from fucking X-Men.
Right? And nobody dresses up like Jubilee anymore, you know? Right? Look, X-Men 97? Where the fuck the sequel isn't out yet? That's not out yet, Right? It's not a thing yet. Right? That's not out till next year. Or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, hey, and then everyone's playing dress up except Mamori. He's just like, hey, what the fuck is going on here? Right? Hey, why is Kino dressed like an old man? Right?
Yeah.
That's
why are they pretending to be like in some weird "What are you doing, stepbrother"?
Like, boy, who is paying for this? Where did this house come from? Right? I don't understand, but hey, I realize this is not my thing. I'm not getting paid. I'm only paid to deliver this package to this house. Right, and that's all that matters, right? Right.
Yeah.
So I thought something was gonna be relevant. So I don't know if you were there. I don't remember if you were there when they introduced the subplot of the one of the many subplots of the show of the Kiba points, right?
The Kiba points.
Boy, so I guess you were.
I remember the point system being introduced when fucking Kijino fucked around with them.
Yeah. Okay, so you were there when they introduced it. I thought this was gonna be a Kiba point type of situation I thought they were gonna bring that up and mention that again, but nope. This is not what happens in this episode. I thought there was gonna be another one of those Kiba points that they forgot about throughout the show, right? But
no. It would be too much to assume that the show would remember some plot point and try to make it relevant again.
I mean, they do remember a plot point this episode, how Momori can't lie, or if he lies, he gets a hiccup or something.
I guess so, yeah. Hey, it's just like fucking Knives Out. I still haven't watched Glass Onion, but
he can't lie. I heard it's good though.
Yeah, it's a Knives Out mystery. How can fucking Momoi lie, but he has the hiccups?
Alright, what's up with that?
Yeah.
Right.
And yeah, but also, hey, of all the people that we had to involve, we also included Kijino in this. Everybody's favorite character to include in literally anything ever at all. God damn it. Why is Kijino here?
Hey, look. Do you think he lost his job at some point,
I mean, probably with his fucking, like, nightmare possessiveness. I don't know. It seemed like he was... Boy. I just don't know what to do with Kijino. He's just such a fucking, like, nightmare of a character. Like, objectively, right?
Yeah.
In any show trying to take this seriously, this would be a fucking, like, horror thriller like twist. Like this would be some Gone Girl shit. And now it's just like and it's just it's the wacky guy that has a fucking that has completely unstable.
When I walk over this part of your floor, there's an echo. Almost as if there's like a secret passage under this part of your floor. What's up with that?
Like he's so unbalanced, and the idea of him just being like a casual character, like them trying to laugh him off. It's like, oh my god, please get rid of him. Oh my god, he's such a problem. Like,
what do you mean? Don't you want to see a guy in drag? You know, right?
yeesh,
Isn't this
yeah.
quirky? Isn't this quirky and hilarious? Right?
Yeah. But hey, yeah, cool. Also, he's pretending to be both grandpa and grandma.
I think he's pretending both the mom and dad.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess. Old mom, old dad.
Yeah.
But yeah, shit's all over the place in this episode.
Yeah. Hey. Hi. Look. Scam artist trying to get rid of the evil negative energy in the house. You know, and then and Sorrow's like, hey, I live at this house. This is definitely my house. You know, right? I don't own property, but I do live in houses. You know.
Yeah.
Right, and I definitely live here. You know, right. What's up with that? Right. Then found out, hey, look, this spiritualism guy. It's a guy that's it's a con artist who's going around stealing stuff from people he helped. Right. I thought it was gonna be something more complex to what he's doing. You know, like he actively goes in and fucks stuff, but it turns out he's just stealing stuff from people.
I mean,
he's
yeah,
not, like, actually stealing funds. Right, like he's not doing like one of those old people scams where he goes around scamming old people out of their life savings. He's just going to people's houses and doing hey, look, it's a good thing that we're recording this after Christmas, you know, right?
Yeah,
because every year I like to, right, like because every year I like to watch fucking Home Alone, right?
Oh yeah, it's the best. Yeah.
Right, and he's like, I thought he was like doing like an actual con where he like tricks the fam to like, oh hey, boy, you got a lot of let me sell you this ghost, this negative ghost water right here for 5,000 yen. You know, you can use this to clear your house of evil negative energy. But no, he just walks in and just takes stuff. It's like, hey, look,
yeah,
this looks
I'm
pricey.
just gonna poke around and fuck around with this shit.
This looks pricey, you know, right? You know, right? Hey, look, these fine china, right? Hey, look, I can sell this on the, I can get money off of this on eBay or whatever the fuck Japan uses for their flea market site, you know, right?
Yeah.
This will definitely get like, I don't know how this actively ruins family unless he causes like discourse among that family, like, hey, oh, it's like, oh boy, hey, maybe it's the negative energy that lost. I don't know, grandma's fucking earrings, you know, right? Maybe you guys should, right? Alright, so it's really confusing how this guy's supposed to be causing trauma for family where he just goes around and like just steals stuff, right? If he's like stealing like heirlooms, right? Like to like the family or whatever, I wouldn't say, but he's just like, oh, I'm just gonna take where the fuck my I can fit in my pocket, you know, right? Yeah, right. Hey, look, this glass. Hey, look, this mug. Hey, this is a pretty good mug. You know, world's #1 grandpa. I'll take that. You know, I need a mug that says that. You know, right? Like these forks. Oh fuck, these forks are great. I need forks. You know, boy. Hey,
yeah, if I could just get a few of these, yeah, that'd be great.
Hey, fun fact, I actively had to go buy forks like 2 months ago because hey, Tariq, as you know, I am a person of Asian descent, right? Right, and hey, and you know something that people of Asian descent don't like to use while eating dinner?
Definitely forks and knives.
Yep, Western utensil.
Yeah.
Right, so my house, right, has a bunch of chopsticks and spoons, right? But we have like no forks, and I'd always be really annoyed by that fact, right? We have like 2 or 3 forks. I was like, boy, I really wish we had more forks, right? So like one day, me and my friend group, hey, story time, right? This story time. This is I'm diverging off the story and going to a random story time, right? So like a few months ago, me and my friends, we all went thrift store shopping because we all had to get stuff for a wedding, right? And none of us wanted to pay real money for this stuff, right? So when I was at this thrift store, I found like a bin of silverware, right? And they just had like a bunch of spoons, knives, and forks, right? Did you know how much those silverwares were per unit?
I mean, depends on I mean, if you went to a thrift store, it's couldn't have been more than like $20.
No. Individual, like a singular, like you pay extra
per utensil.
Yeah. Try to take a guess on how much I pay for these forks.
I don't want it to be more than $2.
It was 35 cents per utensil, and I was like, wait,
okay,
this is a good deal. So I just bought like 5, right? Like it's like I probably could have gone out to like one of those stores and bought like a utensil set for like $10 or some shit. But I was like, I wasn't gonna do that. I was like, I don't need to do that. It was like for like 35 cents per fork. I was like, this feels like this probably is a good deal, right? Right? I
Yeah.
probably could have gone out and bought like a utensil set or some shit, but like I just need forks, right? I don't really need spoons or those stupid knives, right? Or stupid little food knives, right? I just need forks. And I was like, yeah, I feel fine with paying 35 cents for a fork, right? Per fork. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna pick up like 5 forks, Like I feel like this is a good deal. That's what $1.80, $1.70, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking this is a good deal, right? I do not feel bad for picking up, paying 35 cents per fork, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So hey, look, this guy goes around. My mind doesn't know what's going on. Nobody knows what's going on, right?
Yeah, except for the fucking master, not Zenkaiger.
Yeah, like he's for characters like, hey, look, I'm not involved in this, boy, right? I'm not in. I'm not involved with this, boy. Hey, look, you can do business in my shop. Don't involve your business with me, right? Right? Like keep this among yourself, right? Right? Yeah, you want me to tell you a little lie? You want me to tell you when your wife comes to ask if you were here drinking at 3 p.m. Like, I'll tell her no. Slip me a 20. I'll do whatever you want, right? Right? Just give me that 20, right? Yeah. Then big story. Then hey, look, we go back to the fact that nobody still knows who the fuck Inuzuka is.
Yeah, he's just involved randomly. Like
right? He keeps
in a
going
passive
around
way, yeah.
Like saying, hey, look, I'm here. Hey, look, oh yeah, I am dating Haruka. Yes.
Yeah, sure. Involve me in the high school child's life as
involve me in your weird Scooby Doo plan of everything,
Yeah,
right?
where essentially Scooby-Doo is the one dressed up as grandma.
Right? And then meanwhile our Cerebin characters are just training against her.
Yeah, and waiting for Murasame to come back. Like he's the lost
they realize,
son.
oh man, boy, we might be like, boy, we might just be bad without Murasame on our side,
Yeah,
right?
we don't know how to fucking operate.
Right? I thought we had a good team building. I guess this is why we're doing this team building exercise, right? But I guess we're still bad at it, right? But yeah, hey, look, maybe Murasame will come back to us, right? Right?
Yeah,
maybe he'll come back.
Yeah.
And then, hey, look, it's our favorite character, Jiro. He's back. He's back.
With vegetables.
Boy, hey, look, I don't know when he came back, which is the worst part. Right? Because last time we saw him, he was fucking sick and fucking,
Yeah, he was fighting, he was trying to fight off dying.
Right? In his hometown of, I'm gonna assume it's on the outskirts of town, right? I don't know when he actually actively came back to the town everyone's in, right? So it's really perplexing, right? How they just ignore that fact. Like, hey, look, like I said, Tariq, we got 8 episodes left. Maybe we'll resolve the fact that, hey, he made a penguin origami last time, right? Ooh, what's up with that?
Who
right?
knows? Yeah.
Maybe it'll come up, right? But yeah, he's like, hey, look, guys, I brought you vegetables from my home village, my hometown. We had a bunch of vegetables and everything.
Yeah.
Right? Then Haruka just bad at sliding as well. Boy, she does not know. She's not keeping track of her lie, right? Like she needs to build her story better, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they just Jiro.
Everything just turns into Hey, not only am I is this older man my boyfriend, but this other older man is my boyfriend. I'm a 2-timing jailbait.
Yeah. And then he talks to Inuzuka, and then it occurred to me, I don't think Jiro and Inuzuka has ever actually interacted up until this moment within the series, right?
As their characters?
Yeah, as they're not as the Dawn Brothers, right? Because they interact as the Dawn Brothers, right?
But as their regular people.
Yeah, right. Because we know that Jiro interacts with the main gang, right? Because
I'm pretty sure Jiro wasn't there when they had the awkward dinner of everyone confronting each other.
But I don't think they actually talked to each other.
I'm not saying that whether they talk to each other. I'm just saying they've been in the same room at the very least. They've interacted in that sense. But yeah.
But I don't think up until this moment that these two characters has actively ever said a line to each other, right?
Yeah.
And you know what they say? It only takes 42 episodes for the sixth stranger to meet the team, right? Even then, he still doesn't know that Inuzuka's on the team.
Yeah, welcome to hell.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and then our favorite, then our scam artist guy does code readings on everyone. It's like, oh yeah, hey, do you have a pet? It was an animal.
Seems like a cat. Is it a cat?
Four legs, 2 legs.
I'm feeling a sea animal, some kind of, or maybe a kitten, koala. You had a koala? I don't know. Fuck, you're possessed by something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, look, you got negative energy in this house, and then Haruko's like, oh yes, I did have a cat, and I might have suffocated my cat.
No, she just put a sock on the cat's head. She's just being silly, Is this a sock cat, Cats love getting into shit, and then, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, sure, the cat appears to be dead now, but we don't have to worry about that. But
I just love how insane this story keeps getting, right? Yeah. There's a dead daughter involved. Like, hey,
we've got to explain Miho somehow.
Right? It was my dead older sister, right? Fuck, what?
Yeah, well, yeah, it was the, look, if there's one thing I can believe, it's that if Kijino was actually a woman that could give birth, he would have a stillbirth. Like, he would have a fucking miscarriage like shit. Like, that would not have come to term. Like, it just would have fucking, like, said, fuck no, I'm not being born to this fucking freak.
Mm-hmm. Right. And then Inuzuka has, like, some fucking dog spirit haunting him or some shit.
Yeah, well, clearly, I mean, he's a dog. He's a dog man, so he's haunted by the dog. Mm-hmm. Obviously, that's what it is.
Yeah, right? And then like the actual... Like how the show actively treats Jiro, not important enough, right?
Yeah.
Fuck this guy. Fuck Jiro.
Yeah, fuck you. I don't want to deal with you. We don't have time for this.
Just ignore Jiro, right? Until something relevant comes up around him, right?
Yeah. God. And then Taro comes back because we just can't stop fucking involving things. Like, okay,
maybe this house should just stop ordering deliveries,
Well, but
right?
Kaito is the one that sent him to fucking, like, he was like, hey, go give them some extra meat. Like, at that point, Kaito is just fucking actively contributing to the fucking, like, situation going, this would be pretty... It'd be pretty funny.
He's doing this on purpose, right?
It'd be pretty fucking funny. It'd be pretty fucking funny if they fucking, like...
Yeah, I told Jiro to go there, and he's a fucking idiot, right? Right?
Yeah, I mean,
like, boy,
come on, it'd be a great
story later.
Yeah, this will be fucking hilarious, right?
Oh boy, right? And then Taro can't lie, so if he
this will be so fucking great.
Right? They'll come back and tell me the story later, right? It's all part of my master plan and everything.
Yeah. Oh god, I can just watch because I'm fucking some extra dimensional fucking entity in this situation.
Right, I'm watching from the other side of the room, watching them try to weasel their way out of this situation.
Yeah, if they could just figure it out, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, this would be great. I want to see this crazy team dynamic, right?
Yeah. And then
look,
fucking
let's all have a group barbecue together, right?
Oh Jesus, yeah. Well, hey, it's time for some sukiyaki. Hey, we gotta get that hot pot.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's have a group hot pot and everything.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
And then, boy, hey look, Ben Shinichi has like one job in this show, and fuck, he still somehow fucking fails at it.
Yeah.
Boy, your entire gimmick is making haikus, and you can't even do that right.
Yeah. He is not good at anything.
It's really great because the scammer character says, wow, this guy's an idiot. Wow, he contributes nothing.
Yeah, wow, it's almost like he completely established the entire fucking thing.
Right, and then of course, Kijino's extremely unhinged.
Yeah.
Right? But like I said, boy, hey, look, this scam artist should probably do more research on his scam victims, right?
Yeah, instead of just picking random houses that he sees on the street.
Right, should maybe look, like I said, maybe should stop pulling the fucking wet bandits idea of scamming of just stealing random shit.
God, because I just watched that too, and it's like they really just fucked themselves on like they had a plan and then they just diverted straight to revenge. They were just like, no, we could just rob this house. We have everything that we could do to rob this house, but we're actively choosing to like focus our attention.
They gotta get rid of the witness. They gotta get rid of this kid.
Sure, because the 8-year-old child is gonna be the fucking like prime witness that everyone's gonna fucking believe. Like,
oh, they're not gonna have time to get out the states. Right? Right? Look, just the 1990s. Gas was expensive. It cost like $1.20 or something for gas.
Clearly, yeah, too expensive.
Right? Yeah, that's too expensive for that boy. Hold on, was it what? Home Alone came out in 1990?
The first one came out in 1990. The second one came out in 1992.
Boy, let's do some inflation count.
Oh God.
Boy, all right. Wow, boy, I might have definitely overshot it.
What?
You want to take a guess about how much gas costs a gallon?
I'm gonna say $1.25.
According to according to this site, might have just been 80 cents. 90 cents in 1990.
That's hard to believe, but I guess that's possible.
Oh wait, hold on. This is wholesale resale price. This might actually. Oh wait, hold on. Oh wait, this might be what they buy it for then.
Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could believe because it didn't get like crazy expensive until like Katrina hit, and then it was never the same.
Let's see. Retail gasoline. Okay, $1.20, $1.15, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So you're actually very close. Yeah, look. What were they in fucking what? They were in Chicago, right?
Yeah, they were in Chicago. Yeah.
Like, look, maybe Chicago gas price in the 1990s was like $1.30 a gallon.
I mean, looking at the fucking neighborhood they were living in, it was pretty fucking like gentrified white. So I've got to imagine they were milking those fucking rich white people for everything they could get.
Look, they took a Fabergé egg. Or something.
Yeah, some shit. Yeah.
Boy, hey, look, I read a good theory about it. Boy, hey, let's just quickly go off topic again. Just on this. Hey, I read a good theory that look. So there's a meme that keeps getting posted every year about Home Alone, right? About how the fuck does Kevin's dad afford this house in this neighborhood, right?
Yeah.
Since we don't know what the fuck his job is, and someone pointed out that maybe the dad wasn't the breadwinner of the house, right?
Yeah.
There's a new theory going around that the mom was probably the one being the breadwinner of the house.
I mean,
she was the one. Yeah. Because I was like, oh yeah, if you look carefully in the movie, right, you can see that she's definitely the matriarch of the house, doing everything,
taking care of shit. Yeah.
Right, like so we were like analyzing like there's like a scene in the movie where she, like in her room she has like a bunch of not mannequins, like the thing that's only like the top torso,
Busts?
Bus, I guess, right?
Yeah.
And a sewing machine. So people are like, oh yeah, maybe she works in fashion or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah. So it was a good theory. I was reading this. I can believe this theory. It makes more sense than people saying, hey, how the fuck does Kevin's dad? Hey, maybe people should get their sexism out the 1990s.
Yeah. Why the fuck would just because he's got the penis doesn't mean he's leading the charge.
Right? This is the 1990s, right? And look, woman could be in the dominating field back
anybody could be in charge in the 1990s, right? Right?
Yeah, so then Inuzuka's like, oh boy, wow, I might be haunted by a dog. I guess I need to prepare to live with this for the rest of my life. I don't know why. Don't know why you're taking this guy's word, right? When he's clearly been established by when you would clearly be told, hey, watch out for this guy. He's a scammer. He'll say anything to get your money. But Inuzuka is really taking this to heart. Like, oh fuck, a dog spirit. Oh, what the fuck is this? Right?
Yeah.
And then Haruka is really bad at creating the lie. Like, hey, Taro, why don't you pretend to be my brother, even though we established you as the family friend who comes visit? This would be great. I always wanted a big brother. Right? Right? It's like, boy, hey, Haruka, your lie does not add up. If you're gonna build a lie and then live on it for years apart to your family members, you should make it believable and not say anything that doesn't make any sense, right?
Mhm.
Right? Hey, boy. Real quick, hey, that's a good story, by the way. Hey,
What?
off topic tangent again. So,
Mhm.
hey, look, so there was a mutual friend of mine, right? You don't know this person,
Okay.
right? All right, so she was at the nail salon, right? Getting her nails done for her birthday and everything, right? And her nail stylist is Vietnamese, obviously, right? Like all people that work at nail salons, right? Right? And the nail
The
stylist was
obviously added on. Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah.
yeah, right. No, it's important. It's important that nail salonist was Vietnamese. All right, it plays into the story, right? So the nail, so her manicurist was like talking to her, right? Like, oh yeah, look, look, my son's doing well in college. He's finishing his classes in February and everything, right? Right. They're like, hey, look, and as people who has oh, sorry, his semester is finishing in February, right? All right, and then he looks, as you and me, people who have taken college as though like, hey, I don't think she's like, semesters don't finish in
Yeah,
February.
that's not how things should work.
It finished last week, and she's like, no, it's not. And then so my friend then had to help the manicurist, her person that was taking care of her, go on the phone, go to the site's calendar, right, and then look at it, and then
she had to tell her how the fuck to do college.
Right? Like she was like explaining like his semester finished in February, right?
Yeah.
Right, and then she describes what happens. There's like the man just called the son, put it on speaker, and then started yelling in Vietnamese to the son. And meanwhile, the son, right? I guess so. He's definitely bilingual, right?
Yeah.
So the mom was yelling to him in Vietnamese, right?
Right.
But he's like responding, no, mom, no. What do you? No. My semester actually ends in February. And
I promise.
Right? Yeah, right. And then she told me like she was just sitting there for 5 minutes, right? Because that's the thing, right? Her nails weren't done yet, right?
Oh
and,
yeah, she was stuck.
She was stuck for 5 minutes as her manicurist was like in like this 10-minute call where it's like yelling at him.
Jesus
right?
Christ. She played herself.
Right, she was like, man, this only would have been better if I have called me, if she had called me, and then I could have been the ears on this, and then transcribing this to her later, right? Because she was like, she was stuck, like, she could not leave, as this woman was just yelling to her son over the phone about his semester ending in February.
Yep, you fucked yourself.
Yeah, yeah, boy, she got to play both sides. Yeah, so hey, look, and then so hey, Haruka's like not good with the lie.
Yeah,
right.
Everybody is bad at lying, except for this people that fucking tell us that this is a good fucking show.
Yeah, and then the thief's big idea to steal is when at night, when everyone's in the house and everything. And so I don't know, maybe probably waiting towards the day or when they go on family vacation, right, to Florida or whatever, right, or France, and just wait during the middle of the night, right, to go and steal from them, stealing their fucking plates or whatever the fuck. Then he find out. Then he realized, oh wait, I've seen this Inuzuka guy before.
He's a fucking criminal. I only now notice it now that his eyes are closed, even though the picture is of him with his eyes open.
Right, and it makes way more sense. But I'm looking at in the dark, and look at this photo of him in the dark that I keep conveniently with me, like, oh wait, just in case, right? If I ever see this guy before. And then Haruka fucking sleep transforms or some shit.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Don't sleep with a gun. Hey, turns out sleeping with a gun in your hand, bad idea.
At all times, Look, she's always has her finger on the trigger, right?
Yeah.
She's waiting.
She's fucking locked and loaded. When you have two boyfriends like that, you have to keep your hand on your gun just to stay safe.
Just in case, right? Yeah. Then Shinichi shows up and like, oh yeah, hey, look, we figure out your plan. Look, you've been scamming people. I've exposed you. I don't know. I don't know. Have you exposed him for being a scam artist? You more expose him as a guy that breaks into people's houses, right? This doesn't really expose him as being a scam artist, right?
Yeah.
If anything, he's just a guy that broke into the house, which is, that's already a problem by itself, but that doesn't help your but what you just said probably not held liable, of him being a scam artist, right? Yeah, so then he transformed, and he's all right. So this week's enemy is all right. So it took me a while to realize who the fuck this week Hisotsuki is, right? So this week's Hisotsuki is based on Go Ranger, okay?
Isn't this just fucking high school heroes?
Yep, Go Ranger, the original, the first Sentai.
Because it's just once I saw the rugby ball, I went, God fucking.
Yeah, it took me a while too to realize it, right? I was really trying to figure, like, I saw the fucking stupid the stupid rainbow on this, but I was like, what the fuck is this? This means absolutely nothing within Sentai when every season has fucking 5 characters, 5+ character that has the primary color of a rainbow on their team. Like that didn't help me, right? It took me like a really big while until they transformed, and then he became the monster with the stupid rugby ball. Like, oh, okay, I get it now.
Yeah, that's what it was supposed to be.
Sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense now. And then, so they defeat him, transforms, he does the stupid Go Ranger ball kick, and, let me explain to you, I don't remember if I explained this to you guys when we watched the High School Hero. So in Go Ranger, right, when they do the Go Ranger Hurricane ball kick or whatever right, the rugby ball just magically transforms to whatever plot MacGuffin device they need to beat the enemy.
Oh, that's not what it was at all in fucking fucking High School Heroes. It was just fucking, I hit you with a ball and you're dead.
Oh, no, that's not it. In Go Ranger, it actually just magically transformed every single time they kicked it. Sometimes it was just a regular ball. Sometimes it transforms into a net. You know, sometimes it could transform into a truck that runs the enemy over.
Oh,
right?
Cool! A whole ass truck. Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
What?
Boy, I don't know, Tariq. I've seen trucks hitting people. You know.
I mean, I've watched a lot of anime. I know what truck can do.
I've seen what a truck does in anime. You know, right? And they do a lot, right? Yeah, but hey, look, that's what the stupid so that is what the power of the Go Ranger bomb hurricane, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't remember the name. I'm calling it because I feel like that's something they probably wouldn't call it in the 1970s, right?
Yeah, Go Ranger Hurricane Rugby.
Yeah, yeah. So hey, look, they defeat this week's enemy. He dies. And everything. And like always, I don't know what the fuck the correlation is, if any, to Go Ranger is with this guy, right? Because like I said, this goes back to this is like Showa era Sentai, and I am not going that all the way back to watch it. To understand the concept. If I go to a search sub-site and read it, maybe someone will leave a comment on telling me what the correlation is. Actually, let me do that right now. Let's see if anyone has figured out what the correlation is between this week's guy and Hisotsuki is. Let's see, comment thread. Let's see. What the fuck? Nothing. Worthless. No. No one's commenting. I don't.
Oh wow, the fucking flourishing Avataro Sentai Donbrothers fucking community isn't fucking sounding off on the fucking goddamn bullshit that is every single fucking episode. What a twist!
No one has figured what the correlation is between this week's stupid enemy, how this week's Hisotsuki correlates to Go Ranger.
Damn.
Right? Yeah. And then hey look, Momori still has hiccups, right?
Yeah.
He
might die.
He might die. Yeah. So hey look, but don't worry. Drink a lot of liquids, you know, right? Like that'll get rid of your hiccup, right?
I mean, it does work. But yeah, hey.
Inuzuka gets the warm feeling. Oh man, having a family was great. Maybe one day when I'm done running away from the law for a crime that I didn't commit, that I should probably just get a lawyer to explain to, right? Maybe one day I can have a happy family, and I'll do my cool little skip kick, right?
Yeah, I can kick off against the wall of a fucking random person's house.
Right, and that's this week's episode, right?
It's
okay.
Boy, there's still nothing.
It's still unhinged.
No plot has been progressed. Nothing has happened.
What do you mean? Well, what do you mean? We set up the mystery why Murasame is hanging out with Inuzuka, right? You know what they say? You gotta build up the mystery.
We set up the mystery by not showing Murasame once.
Well, what's the deal? Hey, boy, man, look, if you're complaining about not seeing Murasame this episard, boy.
Maybe I'll get double the Murasame next episode.
Maybe you get 2 Murasame next episode.
My favorite!
All right. Is that it for this week's episode?
I think that's it for this week's episode.
All right. Coronavirus. So I think you watch Transformers, get your shots. Boost is a thing now. Kate, thanks. Bye.